Welcome to this final OCR Cambridge Technicals Level 3 Information Technology video. We're looking at Unit 21, Web Design and Prototyping, and this is Criteria D2, Evaluating the Prototype against the Client's Requirements. This part of the project involves you taking the website, taking all the work you've done, the original requirements, basically evaluating what you've created. To remind you, an evaluation is strengths, weaknesses and improvements, and you need to justify and say why. So what we're looking for here is not just to say this is a really good website because, or this page is great because, or this feature of the website is good. You need to say why, tying it back into the requirements of the website, tying it back into the customer's requirements, the client's requirements and the customer experience. As always, we'll have a look at an example. Let's start off though by looking at what the unit guide says. So D2 is looking for you to evaluate the prototype against the client's requirements. The client's requirements are in P2, so again, go back to them, copy and paste them out. They will form the basis of your evaluation. The the D1 as well, justifying the website designs, which you would have done prior to this video, again are using the client's requirements. So a lot of this work is based around those client's requirements. I'd get that list correct. Make sure you've got a detailed, clear, coherent overview of what the client wants as a list, and that will make it easier for you to complete these sections. Let's look at what D2 says. The learners are required to evaluate the prototype that they created for P4 and M2. The evaluation needs to include the bullet pointed list in the teaching content. The evidence for this could be a documented evaluation in the form of a written report, a presentation with detailed speaker's notes, or a video of the learner presenting the results of their evaluation. Again, I'm going to show you the report-based example. On page 5 of the unit guide, it's actually got some quite detailed headings for what to include in the evaluation. So you need to do the following: a comparison against the requirements, how the prototype meets the site purpose, so on and so on. My recommendation is that you take these and you copy and paste them into a Word document, and these become your headings for your evaluation. Now here I've highlighted where that information is available. So a comparison against the requirements, you can find what the original requirements were by looking at P2, P3. How the prototype meets the site purpose. Again, explain how it meets the purpose. What have you got in it? How does having a website with an e-commerce shop, photos, videos, sound, interactive games, maps, sign-up forms, anything like that, how does that support and meet the purpose? Use your M2 to comment on the interactivity, because M2 is all about interactivity. And then use the results from your testing to justify the improvements and developments, and you'll be covered. Remember, an evaluation is strengths and weaknesses. Don't just state why don't just state the fact this is a strength. Say why. Here's an example here. This is a bad one. This is a good example. So if you freeze the video, pause the video, you can see the difference there between what a good example is and what a bad example is. Let's have a look at a student's example that got a distinction 2. So the D2 evaluation is a comparison against the requirements. Each of those headings that appeared in here, they've copy and pasted into their document, and you can see that they have underlined them and made them into headings. We've got 4 sides, 2 pages, 4 sides. They talk about the requirement. What we're looking for is evidence of why it's a strength or weakness, and then a reason why. Let's have a look at this. However, the downside of the video is that you need a high bandwidth to run videos without lag. Right, that's a weakness. Certain hardware like speakers are required to listen to the audio. That's a weakness. Attached to the video, something the target audience may not have access to, especially if they're using a device without any working built-in speakers. This therefore would mean the user would not be able to retain any information from the video, making the video pointless. Okay, it's a bit dramatic, but you can see the point they're making there. They've said that The video may be high quality and may take a while to download. It might lag. You might not have the right hardware to listen to the video. That causes a problem. That's their evaluation. Hopefully we've got some positive things. Another requirement of the website was to make sure the website used at least size 18 font and that it includes a little color. It includes little color. I made sure to implement the requirements on my website. A strength of using size 18 is that the text is easy to read and it's not too small. And the users may have to use browser tools such as Zoom tool to read out the text on the website. So they've said what the strength is, said what the weaknesses are, and they go through each of those headings, and those headings are in here. Okay, they've just made them into titles here or subtitles, and you are sorted. Okay, that wraps up D2 evaluation. If you have any questions, anything you're not sure, please put them in chat and I will endeavour to come back and answer them. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching.